I've been working a little bit more on the Batocera build for the Pipecade. Just gonna go through like some of the stuff. Um, what's nice is obviously there's an inbuilt scraper whereby you can pick up things like game video and game art. It's not perfect, and you have to log into the actual website that does the scraping for you, which I don't find much of a big deal, because a lot of the work is then done. I don't have to go and make videos and things. What's nice as well is the games specifically are configurable just like they are in RetroArch, so you can make button settings for each one, and that was kind of important for things like MAME, where I've already got 6 buttons on a layout, but the layout's very weird for things like Mortal Kombat and WrestleMania the arcade game, which are 2 of my personal favorites. So I'm glad you can set them specifically to game and not just for the whole emulator as well. PlayStation stuff was interesting. I managed a couple of things. So some of the favorites are there: Bloody Roar 2, Star Gladiator, Mutant Academy 1, Tekken 3. I did try and put on not Wild Ambition, Dominated Mind, but for some reason the music was delayed, and I'm not sure if it's got to do with the emulator itself or if it is perhaps maybe just the fact that the SD card is a bit slow. So I left it off. The Neo Geo works pretty much flawlessly, so all the games from the Neo Geo are here. And again, they're using RetroArch at the core, so I mean you can just use UniBIOS if you're missing blood and stuff, you know. Some of the ZX Spectrum games I've included as well. I haven't quite figured out how to set up the keys for these just yet, but I'll get there. These are ones that I used to play when I grew up. So, I mean, these are literally the games that put me into fighting games. Bruce Lee and Where the Exploding Fist was pretty much my favorite, so they're up there. And then Target Renegade as well, so Target Renegade's over there too. So Target Renegade, very similar to the old Double Dragon game style. I still love playing this. And they're 2-player as well. In fact, Bruce Lee is even 3-player, so that's kind of fun. Onto Dreamcast, I put on a couple. So I've got Capcom vs SNK 2, Capcom vs SNK Pro, Marvel vs Capcom 2, Marvel vs Capcom, Mortal Kombat Gold, and then Soul Calibur, which is apparently the best on Dreamcast, so I included that. Mega Drive stuff, this is where I had to get creative and make some of my own artworks. So the one for Sonic and Knuckles is my own, which came out nicely after a bit of work. Trying to figure the audio out, it was a bit interesting, and trying to get aspect ratio and cropping done for the actual video, but it's nice. The rest were done, so that's that. Atomic Wave, yeah, so Atomic Wave was an interesting thing again, because I managed to get some stuff to work. In fact, I managed to get most of everything to work, but it just seems to lag just a bit, and I got to think it's probably to do with the RAM on this Pi, because this is only 2 gigs and not 4 gigs. It might be that, I don't know. Pi games came as standard, so like some of the very simple things, retro trivia, ports. There's a port of Doom on here, which is kind of cool. Prince of Persia. Those things all come free with Batocera. Same with the Game Boy Advance game. That's also share a game. Super Nintendo just added 2 games. Classic Kong was already there, but I put on Super Mario Kart and Battletoads and Double Dragon just to test, you know. Nintendo games, yeah, I put on a couple of my favorites as well. Again, Battletoads and Double Dragon is there. Gauntlet is there. Super Mario 3. Just to test and mess around with. PC Engine, they gave us 2 free games, so they're on there as well. I haven't even looked at this. Yeah, so there's the Commodore 64 version of Super Mario, and the Great Giana Sisters. And then we're back to where we started. So Final Burn Neo with some of the Capcom games. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's neat that it works so well. I think out of all the systems I've used so far, Batocera seems to be the one that is the easiest to use, and the nicest to configure and the nicest to play with. That's all, folks.